bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my powder, it'll make my batter bitter. Butter, bitter, better butter, butter, bitter, better butter. Be sure to make my batter So she bought a bit of butter, better than a bit of butter. She put it in the batter, and the batter was not bitter. So it was better, Betty butter. So it was better, Betty butter. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my powder, it'll make my batter bitter. Butter, bitter, better butter, butter, bitter, better butter. Be sure to make my batter So she bought a bit of butter, better than a bit of butter. She put it in the batter, and the batter.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Hi. Today we're playing Color X Malice. And to be honest, my Switch kind of died, so I'm letting it charge. Server test. Good luck on that test. I'm kind of quiet. Is this better? Question mark? Or is this better? Your background's really loud, but you're quiet. Okay. I should be. That's good. That's better. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hey, Riz. Hi. What's up? Hey, I'm new here. Welcome. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. Follow before I do it live. I couldn't say thank you. I'm saying it now. Are you being charged? My Nintendo Switch is old now. Like, I still have the first one. Like, the deck isn't charging. The deck isn't. Hello. It's better now. That's great. Hi, where you from? I'm from Miracle. really weird. First I caved and downloaded Infinity Game. Blame me for the addiction. Nah! Well, to be fair, the game is really pretty. So kinda fell for pretty close, just like me. So we're twinning. Oh, Ginny. Hi! It's been forever since I joined the stream. Yeah. Yeah. I barely do Sunday streams. I don't know. Today I was just like, I want to chill. I'm gonna chill today. It's my chill Sunday day. Here's that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. I'm gonna unplug it from the deck and just charge it normally and see if that does anything. Fine outside. Oh wait, you know what I could be? It could be because I'm not like plugging in it, or maybe it's because I hate doing this. Trying to like debug. Or was my little sister's at Riddle stream on book 7? Ooh, congrats. It's almost done already, though. That's crazy. Who's your favorite character in Twist of Wonderland? Kaleem. I should do like, what is it? Really ask questions. I should add that to like my Twitch bio or something. Or, like, oh, what is Rosa? What does she do? What does she like? But yeah, it was so cute. Oh, yes, Kaleem is the cutest. I see. You meant you're supposed to say you cute. Thank you. Yeah, lately, I've been trying to edit the book 7 funny moments. It is going slow. Don't expect it anytime next week. Alice Overbot is coming soon. I can't wait to go through. Oh yeah, oh you're right. What is it? It's coming after his birthday, right? Well, so like basically this week that we have is supposed to be like pretty chill. So I'm happy about that. But everything else is just like after Malice's birthday, they're probably gonna hit us with the overclock card. Oh yeah, no, Malice stands your screwed. You're absolutely screwed. You know, they do this because they need money. Yeah, I do want to give money to my favorite games so they keep making stuff. At the same time, does it have to be this rigorous, this aggressive? I don't know. Probably. I'm not a game dev, so I don't know proper ways to do things. But yeah, today we're playing an ultimate game. I've been saving my keys and gems. I have 1,265 gems. Player. Oh, I like 700. Riddle Overclock card is gonna be so. I really want to see his card next week, probably. Yeah. But for Ian, maybe October. But for JP, I think they're gonna get it soon. That's like the last Overclock card, right? We already got Leona's Overclock card, or no, we did not. I don't remember. Just pulled the Jamil SR card in New Year's event yesterday. Congrats, friendship. Is that what you wanted? I've been working hard for Overclock Malice. Yeah. You got a week. I'm telling you guys, Malice stands. You got just this week only to save up for Overclock Malice. We're getting Leonos first. Oh, okay, so Leona did. Alright, makes sense. Yeah. It might be a little longer. Stop. I love Malice. I'm just telling you, bro. If you love them, you gotta be prepared. Man. Yep. Congrats! I'm gonna try to plug it in. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna like freeze, but I'm still here. plugged it in. I'm not sure. Ooh. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Ready? Oh, there it is. Yay! Okay. Give me one moment. I don't want you guys to see my account and stuff. But yeah. I was saving up for the 4th anniversary of TWST still. Yeah. Anniversary is coming up soon. Oh my god. I've been playing this game since forever. Holy crap. I can't. It's gonna be like the 4th year in EN, right? Okay. So today we're gonna be playing call it X Malice. It is an otome game. If you guys don't know what otome games are, they are for women. Games targeted towards women. And usually it's a romance game. And you're supposed to be like, oh my god! I like this boy! Or you could pretend like you're watching one of the two. And this one is a bit of a doozy. Is it loud? This might be loud. Okay, let me lower it. Rose, how did you get so peak? I don't know. Thank you for the compliment. Maybe you found me at Mount Everest. With the games, yeah. So this one is a bit intense. It is. If you haven't watched the previous live streams for Color X Malice, we're a police officer and we got caught up on some stuff where there's a collar on us and we might die. And etc. And like we have this team of detectives helping us, and they're all boys. And we'll see from there. Right now, we're trying to figure out what this collar is on us, but it has poison. And if we do anything wrong, we will die. Okay, so we're kind of. I think right now, last time we left off of exploring the evidence, I guess, because the person who put the collar on us was part of a serial killer organization, or maybe just one serial killer. We don't really know. But I think it's an organization, like a team of killers. And so far we're just going through the evidence because they turned Tokyo into America. That's what happened. The best way I can explain it. They turned Tokyo into America. Everybody got a gun now. Everybody gotta defend themselves. You know what I mean? So we're just going through the previous incidents this serial organization killer place thing did in the history. I forgot their name. If anyone remembers the name of the organization, please let me know. But I'm probably gonna read it as it comes up. Middle school explosion. June 4th. Explosion occurred at middle school in Shinjuku, killing all members of a class. Wow! This really is just like America. Kidding. Me howdy, yo. Bro. Yeah. They were doing a science experiment at the time, so it was initially ruled an accident. However, the damage caused changed the ruling. The Roman numeral VII was drawn on the roof of the building, and a coin was found at the site, identical to the one in the May crime, likely linked to April May's case. So yeah, this serial killer, I think that's what you have to do to be identified as a serial killer. Every serial killer leaves like their mark or something on the victim or at the site of where the victim was killed, and so that makes you a serial killer. If you don't do that, then you're just like, I don't know, a normal killer, I guess. No fingerprints were found on the scene, and all people present perished. So much is done. That is that. Explosion residues were found, but they were from easily obtainable components. The school festival had been held recently, so determining suspects has been difficult. Afterwards, the group calling itself Adonis, uploaded a video in the midst. Okay, so their name is Adonis. Oh, you finally got your love. Oh my god, hi, see, hello. Hi, sweet mama, we're good. Alright.
痛ましい事件が起きてしまいました。ですが、これは無差別殺人ではありません。死亡した全員が罪人です。どれほどの罪を負っていたか知れば、皆さんにも納得していただけるでしょう。
Oh, okay.
我々アドニスは 悲しみを救済するため罪人への裁きを続けます。 X デイへのカウントダウン7。
Yeah, so they're gonna kill everybody. That's the thing. Am I still too quiet? I don't. Let me know if I'm still quiet. Okay, I'm really quiet. All right. I'm just turn up the gain a little bit. Oh. Is it? I think your background is just loud compared to your voice. Okay. Okay. If I'm like still like too quiet, let me know. But I turned myself up a lot. So yeah. Hopefully it's not bad per se. I want to turn some things up because I can barely hear the game. So if the game is too loud for you guys, that means I need to turn it up. You're good? You sound good? Thank you. Okay. No problem. You're good. Okay. Continuing. A dedicated investigations office in Shinjuku Station was set up to handle X-Day cases. Oh. June X-Day incident has been added to materials. Okay, so that was old June? Damn. Which one should I review? Okay, so July, I guess. We're just gonna go down the list. Makes sense. Rose, thank you for the Rose Hearts P67. I just realized. Okay. Alright, we're moving on. Stalker murder. July 1st. A man who has been stalking a woman was killed by a bystander. Oh god. The assailant was caught on the spot. Many witness accounts thought it was just a legitimate act of self-defense. However, the assailant was previously taken into custody as a suspect for the May X-Day incident, so he's currently in detention. Afterwards, the Roman numeral VI and another coin was found at the victim's residence. Both the assailant and the stalking victim were suspected to have ties to Adonis, but no evidence was found to corroborate this. In early August, Adonis released a video declaring the incident part of the countdown. Uh-huh.
彼は一人の女性を救ったヒーローだというのに。女性は昔からストーカー被害を訴えていたにもかかわらず、警察は取り合わなかった。
Okay.
我々アドニスはこの悲しみを見過ごせず、被害者に代わり裁きを下しました。
Okay, I know that like they did this to distort her voice and make her sound like a witness, but this sounds ridiculous. I'm sorry. Like, why the wah-wah voice filter? Why couldn't they just deepen her voice? Why the wah-wah? Oh god. Okay.
X デイへのカウントダウン6。
So I guess they're taking matters into their own hands because like there's a lot of cases like this in real life where like the woman does not see justice at all. But yeah, it's very extreme. It sounds like my neighbor voice for The Sims, bruh.
そして今月はカウントダウン5。近々再び裁きが下ります。
Okay, so every time they kill somebody, as the months go by, we have less months. So V is 5, right? So they got 5 months from starting from July. So July. Okay, should I review next? So July was the countdown 5. So this is 4, 3, 2, 2. We got 2 months left until they kill everybody. Okay. So that's December, January. Then January is the final month, right? Yeah. Wait, it won't show me the name of the stream. What game is this? Caller X Malice. Does it show like the logo if I do this? No, it doesn't. Oh no, wait, no, it does. You see it right there? On the left, color X Malice. There you go. Alright, August. Oh, that's a dead person. Online gamer. Serial killings? No, not the online gamers. The incident had the most victims aside from the June middle school bombing and crumbled public opinion of internet users. Huh. So I'm thinking like this group, I don't know, this is like people that were wrongfully like accused of or something of like or never saw justice. So I'm thinking, I'm starting to think, I'm putting my brain cells to use. So the one in middle school, that was done by probably like another middle schooler who wanted justice because they probably got bullying. The one in July was done by a woman who was sexually assaulted and she never got like justice. She sought it for herself. And then this one, I don't know about this one. You can't really justify killing online gamers unless they started to like, I don't know, endanger your life somehow, but that's very rare. Like at most they're gonna tell you to KYS and get off the game. This is a little bit alright, we'll see what their twisted justice is for this one. The incident had the most victims aside from the June middle school bombing and crumbled public opinion of internet users. August 2nd, 3 men were shot to death in Shinjuku. However, their locations in the city, times of death, and their ages were unrelated. However, the numeral V was left at each crime scene. In addition to the coin, the killings were declared related to X Day. From August 5th to August 7th, 3 people were killed per day, making 9 victims in total. Including the first 3 victims, all of the deceased played the same online game. A thread that bound the victims was found. The police appealed for caution, but the game had millions of players across the country, and panic erupted nationwide. There were many victims and obstacles, like hackers attacking the game servers, made the investigation extremely difficult. Then on August 14th, 3 more players of the game were killed at different locations. All victims belonged to the Shinjuku Guild, and they were all Shinjuku residents. It was speculated that the in-game bullying might have been what sparked these killings. Okay, so they got bullying. They got bullied online. They got cyberbullied. As a content creator, I usually get bad comments. And so I can see like maybe cyberbullying can be extreme. It might lead someone to do suicide. So maybe this person who's killing these people is getting vengeance for the person who committed suicide. Maybe. That's my guess. I hope I'm right on the money on this. Like I'm trying to investigate as much as I can. There was a terrible fear. Oh, thank you, Charmy Star, for following. There was a terrible fear that a large number of people had been complicit in the murders. On August 18th, a suicide victim was found who claimed to regret bullying others online. This person was not a resident of Shinjuku. In late August, another video was uploaded. Yeah. Okay, they needed to die. Yeah, so it's all different. Yeah, it's different serial killers. Hunter was in fear of Adonis, yet distrust of the police mounted, mainly due to their ineffectiveness of the X Day cases. For now, the damage was limited to Shinjuku, but what if Adonis turned their eyes outward? If bullying in a video game warranted death, what sort of sin would merit judgment next? Anyone could be next. This incident was the impetus for the Shinjuku Quarantine Act, as well as the reappeal of the swords and weapon control law within Shinjuku. Oh, so this was the nail in the coffin. Got it. Hi Rose, my first time chatting and seeing you live. Your background sounds really quiet. I don't know if that's intentional. That is not intentional. I think the game is just way too quiet. I'm gonna try to see if I can like go into settings. I'm loud though, right? Marial options. There we go. Sound. I'm gonna turn this up. Look. I'm gonna put this down here. Yeah, I don't know if like I feel like Color X Malice's volume balance is really way off. I'm gonna make this like maybe like this much. The voice needs to be the highest, and they're all high. So I don't know how much higher I can take it. You sound just right, not too loud or quiet. Okay, perfect. So how's the volume now for the background? Is it like okay? I wish they would like let you like test it by like hearing what people are saying. Like voice button in the game or something. Okay, let me know if it's like too loud, the background music or something like that. But it should be okay now. Could be a little too loud, but yeah, sounds good to me. Okay. Alright, next up. September incidents. Oh, plushie. Is this the newies taking over? Okay, September 7th. Another video was uploaded declaring the countdown to X Day had reached IV and displaying Adonos' signature coin. What? I can't hear them at all. Hold on. It's so quiet. Okay, maybe I have to turn this camera down. There's no problem. Right. How do I do logs? Oh, I can't replay the voice. My birth was what? My birth was what? Is the character just quiet or is it just me? Oh, this is abysmal. This is abysmal. My birth was what? Like imagine they're trying to say change all individual on. Oh, I can turn their voices off completely? Oh, I don't want that. Okay, I'm just gonna have the background like low. I think this is just a game issue since Twisted Wonderland never had this one. Yeah. So I'm just gonna have the volume all the way down. It's okay if we have like little to no BMG, I feel like. Okay. Imagine like someone's trying to call you trash, but you can't hear them. Oh, your live contains themes. Oh, I got restricted. Got restricted on TikTok. Okay. 10 minutes. I'll stop talking about it then the game will talk about it. Okay. Whatever you say, whatever you say. On the 7th day of September, the hanged body of Ken Hachisuka, who lived alone, was discovered in his apartment by his girlfriend. The police believed it to be a murder disguised as a suicide. Only a room and number was discovered at the scene, not the coin. The police firmly believed this to be another X-Day killing and investigated. It was discovered that another man visited the apartment on the day of the murder. The visitor's name was Yuki Tsunamori. He also attended the same free school as the victim, but they had interacted before. His fingerprints were found at the scene, and the police investigated him as a likely suspect. Tsunari claimed to be the chosen one and had a coin like the others that were found. Analysis found the coin to be exactly the same as those found at previous X-Day scenes. The police arrested Tsunamori as an X-Day suspect and ceased further investigation. That's odd. Then 1 month later, on October 7th, another video declaring the countdown had reached 3, displaying Adono's signature coin, was uploaded to the internet.
私は俺はこの世界から必要とされていない
What?
幸せを望むことを許されなかったこの世に生まれ落ちたその時からいらないものだったのです
Okay. Whatever you say, girl.
だから我々も捨てましょう悲しみを作り出すものを壊しましょう
Okay, alright, so this couple definitely got mixed up on some things. I don't think they were killed on purpose. They probably were given like a task and they failed. And they just killed both of them off. And there's a screen, but Leo does not see. I don't know how to see the name of the game. The name of the game is called Collar X Malice.
X デーのカウントダウン
3. Investigations were concerned about the September video, but the suspect Tsunamori was already in custody. Also, no new X-Day style events had occurred and no deaths were reported. However, the day after the video went live, Tsunamori hung himself in this cell. The police had only lost their only X-Day lead, and the truth was shrouded in darkness. Yeah. Damn. Well, September was depressing. I can't go over this, but it just sounds like a drunk person trying to to do a chorus husband impression. Yeah. They're very okay, so that was September and October and then November. Damn, we have until like we got like 1 month, bro. We're next. We're really next. This guy's traffic accident incident. November 5th, a collision between a truck and a motorcycle officer led to 2 fatalities. This was initially reported as an accident, but surveillance camera footage revealed that the traffic lights had been manipulated and the incident was reclassified an X-Day event. The Roman numeral 2 was discovered at the scene and one of the victims was holding the signature coin, but this was not publicized. An investigation treating this as part of X-Day cases was started. After this, Adonos uploaded another video to the internet. Okay, they're louder than the other shrouded witnesses or whatever. Hi Diana, what's up? Thank you for the heart me. Alright, that was pretty short. Alright, which one should I review? We reviewed everything, girly. There's no more, right? Oh. Yeah, that's enough for now. We're good. I think this is enough for now. Even for a summary, there was so much to digest. Even if I decided to undertake this on my own, I would have no idea where to start. I need some direction. Oh, and if something is working in the month's cases, we'll be working on it together. The letter said I needed to grasp the truth of X-Day. In that case, it might be the quickest to investigate them as a whole with Yanagi. He was also sympathetic about the collar. Inamoto's looking into it. April, May, I think? The first case. the April and May incident started at all, there might be some good hints there. I had a personal interest in August when the quarantine weapons police were enacted. Jessica on August. I wonder if he'd really cooperate though. Yeah, that dude hates our guts. But that, to me, that's the most interesting one. Next was, I just leave Shirashi. Shirashi was scary in his own unique way. Out of the whole group, he was the only person who was openly enjoying my situation. He had a unique way of viewing my collar. He saw it as a source of great amusement. Besides, Shirashi is the one who could most easily plant the letters. If someone at the station slipped the letter into investigation files, I had to be wary. However, the most obvious suspect wasn't some shadowy mole, but rather Shirashi. If I'm going to investigate Shirashi, I'll probably have to work on the case he has. He moved between the police and Yanagi's group. It was odd that he'd decided to reopen the already solved Satori case. I'm so confused. Further complicating things, I'd have to work my day job while secretly investigating. I'm terrified, but I have no choice. Well, MC? Okay, I've got a handle on what I have to do. I had a rough idea of what I'd have to do starting tomorrow, so I sighed in relief. Speaking of which, they told me to go to Sakugawa for help getting intel out. I'll go see her tomorrow. Alright. December 7th. Oh my god, that was last year, you guys. Rose, do you have a preference for a potential date in this game? I don't have like a very strong preference because I'm interested in all the boys and I want to know more about their personalities. I usually don't pick my favorite until like near the end of the common route. When I finally like decided like, okay, I know this person, I know how they're gonna be. The next day, I was on call during my lunch break and I could be summoned at any time. Before I eat, I should go see Sakurogawa in forensics. Oh. Wait, is this like I travel here? I do! There's 7 floors and here's the rooftop. So the basement floor is the frying range, reception. Community affairs? Oh wait, there's two like places you can go for each floor. Field of operations, field of units, crime, audio room, forensics, investigation. Okay, so we need to go to forensics. I took a deep breath in front of the door to forensics and knocked. I wonder if I explored, would I have given like I don't know, side quests? Excuse me. I opened the door and spoke to a man sitting just beyond it. Good afternoon, I'm Ichika Hoshino from Surface Local Office. Is Koto Sakuragawa in?
お疲れ様です。ちょっと待っててください。
Okay.
おい、桜川。
Yeah. A woman seated at a desk further inside reacted to the call out. She was the woman I seen in the photo. This was definitely Sakuragawa.
なんだよ。今手が離せな。
Well, girl? Whoa! Hi! Koto Sakuragawa, she's 27. Sakuragawa's eyes went wide when she saw me. She approached me right away. Good afternoon, I'm...
知ってる。ついてきな。
Oh. With that curt response, Sakuragawa exited the room immediately without even waiting for me to do like. I anxiously hurried after. She's pretty. She is. I love a purple girl. Fatty. She took me to the roof. We would be obviously less likely to be seen or overheard up here. Sakuragawa narrowed her eyes and scouted the area and spoke once she thought it was clear.
あんたのことは笹塚から聞いてる。柳さんがやってる探偵事務所に X デー事件についての依頼が来たんでしょ?
So quiet, bro. I'm gonna turn it up. I'm sorry if it's gonna blow your ears. Actually, I'm gonna make the volume of not the volume, the background, just like completely low. I think that would help. Yeah. Yep.
調査協力者を警察に送り込んだから世話してやってほしいって。ほんと迷惑な話だよ。
I'm sorry. Sakura got shot a doubtful and disapproving glare at me. What?
あんたさ、バレたらクビだって分かってんの？
No. No. I thought this was just a meet and greet, but Sakura got cut right to the chase. She was touching my dedication to the investigation. I thought I'd be doing everything I could each day to protect Shinjuku and its citizens. I thought that this X-Day investigation was in a distant, different world than mine. But now I was right in the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Sorry. I want to do everything that I can. There are things I need to protect. I want to research X-Day. Well, I want to live. You know what I mean? I don't want us to die by the collar. So I think the first option, there are things that I need to protect, sounds pretty right. Also, I don't think this option matters as much because we're just starting out. So, obviously, getting told Yanagi's investigation would be a violation of my duties. But my real duty, the duty of the police, was to protect the safety of Shinjuku Ward. As a police officer, I wanted to protect whomever I could. If I was paralyzed by my position or methods, then I'd never make any progress solving the cases. Even if it means I can't stay on the force. I made up my mind and looked straight at Sakuragawa. I came to you with all of that in mind. It might be against regulations, but I will do my duty as a police officer. I swear that I'm determined to do that. When I made my intentions clear, Sakuragawa's eyes went wide, and she dropped her gaze.
そこまで言われて断ったら、私の方が悪者みたいじゃん。
In her own right, she's trying to protect us too. She looked up at me, sighing.
わかった。できる限りは協力するよ。
イエーイ！
ま、笹塚と約束もしてるしね。
Really?
でも、私に不利になることまでは協力してやれないからね。
Okay, that's fair. You got a job to keep, girl. Of course, that's only that.
アドバイス程度のことしかできない時でも、絶対文句は言わないこと。わかった？
Okay. Yes. She relented, perhaps because of how vigorously I was nodding.
ま、何かあったらおいで。空いてる時間なら対応してあげる。
Oh, she's worried, bro. To be fair, Sakuragawa finished with a weak smile and bowed deeply to me. Thank you so much.
やめて、大げさすぎ。
Her face scrunched up in displeasure, and she folded her arms, sulking. I'm glad she seems like a good person. I was new, so I didn't know many people here. It was gratifying to know her when I had no idea who I could rely on in this situation. The next steps depend on me, but I have to do my best not to trouble her too much. I hope she doesn't die because I really like how... Yeah, I really like how she is too. And how pretty she is, yeah. Alright, I'm getting my phone. Chill. God. Yes, this is Hoshino. Who is it?
事件だ。被害者が出た。
What? Huh?
住宅街での犯行らしくてな。現場が混乱してる。特防にも応援要請が入った。すぐに向かうぞ。
Okay. Yes, sir. Can you romance the girls in the game? No. Unfortunately, I think all the girls we've met so far are just side characters. I don't know if we could be friends with them or not. I hung up the phone and saw Sakuragawa running for the house. I was sure she had orders to move out too. I have to hurry. I put my phone away and started running. Do the crime!
X デーをお知らせします。
Huh?
私たちが忘れてはならない罪を生み出した者のことを。
That is crazy. They have the timer on his chest, bro. They projected that on his chest. Oh my god.
これがゼロになった時死刑が執行される。救済方法はこのカウントダウンがゼロになる前にここに警察がたどり着くこと。
This is my job? Oh, shoot.
早く助けて。死にたくない死にたくない死にたくない。
Damn. You're gonna climb off. That's so bad. Sorry. Didn't mean to laugh like that. Okay. What? Guess I gotta log in. On the way to the scene in the squad car, I watched the video while listening to Mochida explain the situation. Video had been sent to the public email address of the Shinjuku PD a few hours ago. Guys, he's dead. What do you mean a few hours ago? He had less than 3 hours, or was it 3 days? I don't know. Unlike past statements, this one had been only sent to the police for some reason. Apparently, Investigations HQ had enforced a gag order, and we were analyzing the video.
警察の動きを犯人側に知らせないための慣行令ということだが。
Okay.
今や捜査員の数も増えて、どこから漏れるかわからないのは事実だがな。
Okay. Yoshida seemed somewhat annoyed by the Investigations HQ's behavior, as if they suspected that there was someone in the station working with Adonos. That could be the truth. I softly touched my collar through my clothes. Any information I've heard previously could be transmitted to the criminals. Ah! We're already fumbling the investigation, bro. I have to tread very carefully. The gravity of the position I was in chilled me to my core. Girl, I do not blame you. We were almost at the scene. Text? Subtly moved my phone so that Mochida couldn't see the screen. It's from Suzuka. Stop by on your way home. It was a short message, but the implication came through loud and clear. Suzuka and the others had probably already caught wind of this crime. Even though the gag order is in place, they don't seem to have slowed down at all. Thank you, Ariana Uchi, for the sub. Feeling strangely impressed, I closed my phone. Okay. Investigators and detectives were all over. Curious bystanders were also gathering at the scene. Pandemonium, yeah, was an apt way to describe it. We showed our police netbooks and entered the apartment where the homicide had occurred. So this dude's already dead? Yo,
これ
we're
ま
a
での事
failure.
件と比べると、異例の速さで現場を特定はできたようなんだが。
But we're still too late, yeah. We heard that the victim already been killed and the suspect had fled the scene before the police arrived.
持ち場を確認してくるから待ってろ。
Yes, sir.
ちょっとそこどいて、邪魔だよ。
Oh, Sakuragawa entered the room wearing a forensics uniform. Her tense expression relayed the severity of the crime to me.
森岡さん、死亡時刻絞れました。
Hajime Monika, 38. Ah, damn.
どうだった？
捜査員が現場に駆けつける10分から20分ほど前と見られます。
He's hot, by the way. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's very old, okay? He is old, but he's still like, you know what I mean? Look how nice.
一歩遅かったか。
Oh. Yo, everybody here is in their 30s. CG.
これまで完全に数歩先を行かれていたことを考えると大進歩とも言えるでしょうが。
間に合わなきゃ意味がない。被害者を出してしまった以上、手放しで喜べる状況じゃないぞ。
心得ています。だからこそ些細な情報も見逃せません。そのためにわざわざ現場に来たんでしょう。
無駄死にはさせない。
And his partner too, yeah. Whoa, 2 out men signed me up.
ええ。
Guys, are we easy?
桜川、被害者の身元は
No,
判明
they're
したの
just
か？
really hot. I refuse to believe.
田中悟34歳。この部屋の住人で一人暮らしです。現在は無職。元はゲーム開発会社勤務。プログラマーだったようですね。
I'm eating chestnuts right now. I was to exchange, making sure to stay out of the way. If they located the scene just a bit sooner, this could have been prevented. I'm sure that the investigators felt this frustration more than anyone else here. I knew how it felt to be toothless. People's lives depend on my actions. Investigations aren't that simple. Personal actions or not, I would bear that burden if I wasn't in the collected state of mind. Then someone clapped me on the shoulder. Oh.
俺たちは周辺封鎖の手伝いと近隣住民への説明だ。犯行時刻からするとまだ犯人が近くに潜んでいる可能性も高い。取り逃がさないように慎重にな。
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. We're gonna be on the lookout. After we set up the cordon and talked to the neighbors, we were told to gather information. Time flew by in a flurry of activity. I realized that it had gotten dark. Oh. Chapter 1? I don't know why, but that made me feel like I got a bad end or something. Still the same day. Yo, these days are long, bro. Soon it would be midnight. I walked through the streets of Shinjuku alone. After we finished interviewing witnesses, I returned to the station and filled in a report. My whole body was racked with fatigue. I just want to go home and rest. Still, I also wanted to know what Tezuka and the others at the office managed to learn about this incident. I whipped myself into shape and began hurrying to the office. When I arrived in front of the office, I stopped in my tracks. Someone's collapsed! I had seen the figure of someone collapse in an alleyway. Are you okay? As I rushed over in surprise, I was even more shocked when I saw his face. Kozaki? Yo, he got the sleep mask and everything. Why is he sleeping on the floor though? Wait, didn't he say something about he just sleeps anywhere and everywhere wherever he wants? That's very Silver of him. But Silver doesn't do it voluntarily. This dude, on the other hand, his eyes were covered by an eye mask. But from the rest of his appearance, it was definitely Okozaki. An eye mask? I leaned in to get a better look at Okozaki. His rising and falling breaths were unmistakably the breaths of a sleeper. No way! He fell asleep here of all places? I reached out to shake him awake, but my hand stopped just short of touching his shoulder. Actually, it would be better if he didn't see me. Yeah, more Leona. It really actually, yeah. I'd be in trouble if the police found out about me. It'd be best to steer clear of him. I can't just leave him here. Okozaki. He's asleep. I tried calling him in a quiet voice, but he showed no signs of waking. Okozaki! Okay, bro. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he's snoring. I raised my voice louder than before, but he still didn't wake up. What now?
そんなとこで何してるんすか?
Who the hell are you? I spun around to face the unexpected voice from behind me. I don't know why, but something about him reminds me of Deku. There's a man standing there, probably because of his eyes. I didn't notice him at all. Because of my job, I tended to be pretty good at noticing people nearby. But he was able to approach from behind, and I completely failed to notice this man until he spoke. I'm surprised that no one's seen him on the floor. Yeah, I think people are just ignoring him.
またこんなとこで寝てるんすか、先輩?
Oh, okay, that's his little coworker. Yes, sir. I reflexively spoke and was met with a smile.
この人ね、一旦寝始めるとなかなか起きないんすよ。でも、こうすれば起きますよ。
Saying that, the man rolled up his sleeves. He also drew a handgun from his holster. What? What? Oh, whoa. Okazaki was up in a flash and he unleashed a lightning-quick spinning roundhouse kick. The gun was knocked out of the other man's hand.
Senpai!
No, he fell to the floor. The man lost his balance, stumbled even further, and went down with a crash. My eyes couldn't keep up with how fast that takedown had been. What's happening?
あれ、吉成くんだったんだ。ごめん。
Ha ha ha, sorry I roundhouse kicked you as soon as I woke up. Bro, first of all, there's gotta be a gun. There's gotta be a gun to wake up somebody up. Hey, Rose, no, I'm in the common route. Talk about reflexes. For real. Oh my gosh.
ひどいっすよ、先輩。っていうか、途中で俺だって気づいてたでしょ。
Yeah, you admitted it?
せめて否定してください。吉成くんなら避けられるかなって。殺気はないって分かってたし、つい。
Still was flabbergasted as I saw Okazaki casually brush the dirt from his uniform with a pleasant smile. I knew the SP officer was physically impressive, but the gap between my expectations and reality was pretty shocking.
あ、猫さん、こんばんは。
Oh yeah, I forgot that was our nickname. Oh, you know what? I prefer Kitty Cat over Kitten. Because Kitten sounds like a Discord mod. Kitty Cat just sounds like... It sounds cuter. Nice. He probably noticed me before. Despite how I found him, he had sharp senses. That fact that he reacted so casually was likely due to his personality.
猫？ああ、この人が例の星野一花さんか。
Huh? Did I introduce myself? No, I don't recall ever doing that.
自分は吉成秀明と申します。岡崎先輩とコンビ組んでて。吉成くん。
He was gonna expose everything.
いった先輩足なんで踏むんですか。
Oh, okay. So this dude's been talking to him about us. Huh, so he did know who we were from the beginning. He was just pretending. What the hell? Okay. While I was confused by the greeting, Okazaki was angrily stepping on Yoshinari's foot.
俺、もしかしてやらかしました？
Yeah. I noticed that Yoshinari had an SP badge on his costume. Mean.
いやー、それにしても今日はいい天気っすね、先輩。
Ayuki's giving me Ace vibes, you know, or it's just me. No, I feel like Ace wouldn't be this happy. This dude is very, very, very denki. Very, very happy.
もう夜だよ、吉成くん。そうっすよね。そう、こんな夜中に女性の一人歩きは危ないんじゃないですか？ね、先輩。
He was clearly trying to change the subject, desperately so. Still looking annoyed, Okazaki let out a sigh and nodded.
それは俺も思う。いくら銃を持ってても夜は危ないよ。吉成くんの言う通り、君は可愛いから。
Thank you.
はい、可愛いとまでは言ってません。ね、吉成くん。
I never said she was. Hey yo. I'm so deep into Wonderland rabbit hole that everything gets compared to Twisted. Honestly, fair. That's how you can relate to Meteor, so yeah. Yeah, Ace is more of an a-hole, yeah. But he's our Ace. That is.
はい、そうっすね。超可愛いっす。
Okay. This is so awkward. I don't want to hear that it's dangerous to walk alone from a guy who falls asleep in alleyways. Burn? Damn. More importantly, I absolutely had to be cautious of Okazaki. Yoshinari's earlier panic had been trying to cover up the fact that they both had figured out my name, which means Okazaki already knows.
吉成くん、タケルくんたちの様子を見てきてくれる？
了解っす。あとはお若い人たちでごゆっくり。
Youngins? How old are you? After watching Yoroshinari disappear, Okazaki smiled weakly.
彼の方が若いんだけどね。
Okay. Odd. Okazaki went quiet and we shared an awkward silence together. He was watching me. It looked like he wasn't sure how to break the ice. So you knew? Obviously he knew my name, but he'd probably also figured out my identity too. Okazaki nodded slightly with a troubled smile.
ごめんね。調べさせてもらった。立場上無視するわけにはいかなくて。
That's fair, you know? That much was obvious. To him, I was a strange woman who had approached the people who he was protecting, knowing that I had no right to complain about either his caution or the background check. SP could request coordination with the police, so if he looked me up, he'd know in no time. No, I should be the one apologizing for misleading you about my identity. Let me to reintroduce myself. I'm Ishika Hoshino from Shinjuku Police.
彼らに近づくのは仕事の一環？
I wasn't sure how to answer the direct question. I can't say yes. Okay, if we say yes, technically, I'm not lying, right? Because technically, this is connected to my job. Technically. It's just I got caught up in a way that I didn't want to. Right? That's not lying, right, guys? Right? Right? I'm gonna save. I'm not confident in my answer. Technically, yeah. Oh, wait, is the sound effects really high? Around this volume is good for sound effects, right? Alright. Perfect. Let me know if it's too loud. Does color X Malice give a sudden death endings? I'm not sure. Oh! Wait. Oh. I did not know that the trust meter is applicable here. So wait, what does this tell me? Does this tell me that I'm decreasing trust? Or I'm increasing trust? I guess. Oh man, I was gonna say yes, but now that the trust meter is here, I'm not confident in saying yes. I'll be. But like, if I don't say yes, he's gonna think like I'm wrapped up in like some creepy stuff, and then he's gonna dig in further, which I don't want him to do. Because the whole point is that we're supposed to be keeping this collar thing hidden. This is so hard. I'm gonna say I can't say I'm sorry. Right now, I had no idea if I should say yes or no. Even if I found a clever way to lie to him, it probably wouldn't work. And above all, I was very reluctant to lie to a fellow police officer. Can't say. After thinking it over, that's what I decided. Oh, trust up! Oh! Okay, yay! Didn't go down. Okazaki's demeanor didn't change and he smiled wanly at me again.
そっか。じゃあ、質問を変えるね。ね。君は警察官として動いてる？
Removing the collar was my top priority. In any case, my life was at stake. Still, I had a very strong suspicion that the collar would be a key to solving the X-Day incidents. And if I was the clue that would lead us closer to the culprits, then I certainly wanted to use that to its fullest extent. That was my conviction as a police officer. Yes. When I nodded, Okazaki seemed to smile relieved.
だったら大丈夫だね。
In other words, he wouldn't be able to overlook it if I was acting on my own rather than as part of my duty as an officer. That's fine. Okazaki, is your mission to protect Yanagi and his team? Is there some reason they're so valuable? After taking some time to reflect on that question, Okazaki's face turned slightly serious.
X デー事件が警察の体制に反感を持つ組織によるテロだとしたら、元警察の彼らにも危険が及ぶ可能性がある。特に彼らは在職時に能力を買われていた人材で、今は独自に X デー事件を捜査してる立場でしょ。
Okay.
事件に巻き込まれる可能性が高いし、元は同じ組織だった彼らを放っておけないしね。
That is true. It was a plausible explanation, but he spoke like he was detached from it all. The SP's primary mission is to protect valuable people or regular civilians in great danger. Shinjuku had turned into a dangerous area, so there should be plenty of people in the city more important than Yanagi and his team. Moreover, it seemed bizarre to me that the SP would task its valuable resources to address the potential threat to former officers. He's hiding something after all.
俺が守るべきものはね、特別で大切でとても重くてかけがえのないもの。
Be involved somehow. Be part of X Day somehow. Gotta be. I could still clearly recall Okazaki's profound tone when he said that. Does he mean Yanagi's team? No, that's probably not it. The way he looked when he said that, he had to be referring to something else. Is he watching Yanagi's group in order to protect that other thing? Does he suspect them of being on the other side?
困らせちゃったかな。
My expression must have given away the skepticism I felt. Okazaki shook his head with a bitter smile and spoke while looking up at the office building.
彼らを守る必要はあるよ。少なくとも今の俺にはね。犯人と接触する可能性があるくらい、実力も捜査にかける熱意も本物だと思う。だからこそ俺は。
He abruptly paused. His gaze was distant and then it dropped. Okazaki?
だから俺は彼らともっと仲良くなりたいって思うんだよね。いい人たちだし。
Right.
守るべき人間としてふさわしいか。それを知りたいっていうのもあるかな。
Don't you have it backwards? He'd been charged with protecting people and he didn't even know if they were worth protecting.
それから君ともね。
え？
君とももっと仲良くなりたいな。
Okay. When he said that, I grew wary again. I felt like I was being misled in several ways. While it might have been a compliment, I had no idea of Okazaki's true intentions, so it felt disconcerting. I felt I should keep my distance.
ね、もしかして事務所に用事があったんじゃない？
I finally remembered what I had originally come here to do.
やっぱり。だったら俺も一緒に行くよ。
Okay. This is very bad. I couldn't speak openly with Yanagi's team if the topic of the caller was off limits. I could only imagine how upset they would be having Okazaki there. I'll be fine. I can get there on my own. I firmly denied him, but Okazaki just took my hand and dragged me along. Oh.
遠慮しなくてもいいよ。
I'm not being shy. Okazaki wouldn't let go no matter what I said. I eventually entered the office half dragged. Damn, girl.
だからそもそも勝手に入ってくんなって何回言えばわかるんだよ。
He wants to be part of the group though. Is that voice Enomoto?
照れなくてもいいんですよ、ミネオさん。この吉成秀明、たとえ槍が振ろうと四六時中あなた方を守ります。キリ。
That's right. Okazaki sent Yoshinari ahead first. I timidly stepped into the noisy room.
キリじゃねえよ。だいたい照れてねえし、迷惑だって言ってんだ。ははん、ミネオさんはまだ俺の進化を分かっていませんね。なんだそりゃ。俺はこう見えてすっごく役に立つ人間なんです。例えばその本棚に隠してあるいかがわしい本、好きな子にバレそうになった時には俺がささっとさりげなく懐に入れたり、
What?
うぎゃーお前俺の秘密をどこまで知ってんだよ
Why do you scream like that?
あ、聞きたいっすか？じゃあ奥のベッドの下にある DVD のタイトルは
Oh, whoa. Yo, this dude cannot keep any secrets. Never mind.
やめてお願いだからそれ以上言わないで
It was pretty obvious that Okazaki wasn't the only person that was viewed as a nuisance around the office. But they look like they're having fun. Maybe he actually gets along with Enomoto. Is that how it looks like? It does not look like that at all. I had taken the opportunity to enter, so Enomoto noticed me gawking at the scene in the doorway.
お前岡崎までなんで連れてきてんだよ
厄介なのが揃ったな。
Yanagi emerged from behind the partition with an exasperated look on his face.
何考えてんだバカ猫。さっさと追い出せ。
Forgot that he called us an idiot cat. Go away, idiot cotton candy. How about that? Okazaki looked up from his computer to snipe at me. These are some painful stares. But Okazaki ignored the criticism and turned to Sasaka with her raised index finger.
こらタケルくん、バカ猫はかわいそうだよ。せめて猫さんって呼んであげて。
Neko-san. Yo, what are these nicknames? Look, cat isn't my name.
あ、そうだよね。だったら俺はちゃんと名前で呼びたいな。
My given name?
ねえ、いちかちゃんって呼んでもいい？
Oh, that's a big deal, ain't it? You flashed a smile that seemed so pure my heart skipped a beat. Enchanted by that smile, I unthinkingly responded with downcast eyes. Sure, if you'd like.
いちかちゃん。
Uh-oh, we gave him too much power.
おいおいおいちょっと待ったそこ何ほのぼのしてんだよ
The dude?
これそのボケボケ SP と和んでる場合じゃねえだろ
岡崎、悪いがこいつと個人的な話がある。今日のところは帰ってくれないか。
God, is he dead?
個人的な話？
Yeah, it's personal business. Okazaki looked back and forth between Yanagi and I blankly. His shoulders dropped a bit and he sighed quietly.
わかった。吉成くん、帰ろう。
また来るっす。次は差し入れ買ってきますね。
Okay.
もう二度と来んじゃねえ
Okay, dude. When they left, everybody in the room sighed heavily.
バカ猫。なんで連れてきやがった？
I didn't want to bring him, bro. Why you guys acting like I have a choice of things? That you guys know how he works.
まさかお前らいつの間にそういう関係に
Yo, Mino's head is in the gutter 24/7, bro. What the hell? Not at all. I just spotted him downstairs. Okay. Explain what happened earlier and how I'd been discovered.
やっぱりそうか。いずれはバレることだったろうし仕方ない。
I mean, they're police officers. What did you guys expect? But yeah.
要は首輪のことがバレなければいいんだ。管轄も違うし、今のところは巡回ルートに入ってるとでも言ってごまかすしかないな。
They make it sound so easy. You just have to lie to him.
とりあえず電波調べた限りじゃこの部屋が盗聴されてるようなことはね。そもそもあいつら機械音痴だから盗聴器をつけられるような心配ねえけどな。
Oh.
それより窓の外に張り付いて盗み聞きしてる可能性の方が高いだろう。
Did he do that before? That happened before, even on the 5th floor. What was their image of those two? This wasn't a time to be imagining such things. I had a reason for coming here. So, about today's incident, how much do you all know of it?
笹塚が得た情報の範囲だが。
Summing up what I heard from Yanagi, we knew the crime occurred on the victim's residence. The murder weapon was a suppressed firearm, so neighbors didn't notice the gunshots. The victim was currently unemployed. He was employed at a game development studio. I think his name was Satoru Tanaka? It matched everything I knew.
お前の方で 他に得た情報はあるか？
According to the statements from the witnesses, the victim had moved in recently and seemed to have a nocturnal lifestyle. Real? Based? I wish I could have that lifestyle. But I tried it, couldn't do it. Also, he also seemed to be afraid of going outside.
当然だな。いつ自分が次のターゲットになるか気が気じゃなかったんだろう。
You're saying that he anticipated that he would be targeted?
コインも一致したし、確定だ。どうせ容疑者はすぐ捕まるだろうけど、あとは俺が調べる。
Oh, Sasuke ignored my question and continued his report.
被害者の田中悟は8月の事件の発端になった例のネットゲームの開発者だ。
Oh, he's the game dev for that game. Yo! Eh? I turned to Yanagi in surprise. I now understood what Sasuke was getting at. So that's why he knew he might be a target. He might have been in constant fear. The hair is so big on the blue one when he is looking to the side. Yeah. He has a really big hair. In August, many players of popular online video game had been murdered. If Tanaka was part of the development staff for that game, he had a reason to be targeted.
だが問題はそこじゃない。今回の事件で重要視すべきなのは、これまでの XA 事件とは毛色が違うことだ。
What do you mean? You think it might be a copycat crime?
そこからかよ。
What do you mean I'm behind, bro? It just happened today. What? Sasuke sounded disgusted with me, but I paid him no mind and looked at Yanagi.
これまでと同じように、現場にローマ数字やコインは残されていた。
The bigger the hair, the closer to God, I guess.
白石に確認したが、コインは例の特殊な作りのやつでな。模倣犯でないことは確実だ。
やっぱりわざとってことになるんすかね。くそ腹立つ。
そうだな。じゃなきゃ犯人側の行動に説明がつかない。
What do you mean on purpose? Once I confirmed that I still wasn't quite following along, Sasuke pointed silently, very loudly. Bro, I'm sorry that we're not thinking as fast as you are. Holy crap. This dude is annoying.
操作しないと殺すって言われてんだから、足りない脳みそ使って本気で考えろよ。
You see this, bro? If I was Ichika, bro, I would have slapped him twice by now.
考えたところで使えないだろうけどな。
This man speaks so rudely. I felt the blood rush to my face.
最低限の操作能力は知っときたいよな。お前はなんか不審に思う点とかなかったのか？
Suspicious. What was different about this crime? The scope of the broadcast, what was left at the scene? The scope, I think, was very different. Usually they would just publicly let everybody know, but this time they only let the police know. Which makes me feel like they wanted us to investigate this one. First, the scope of the broadcast was smaller. The X-Day crime so far had used publicly viewable videos to highlight police scandals and the inadequacies of the law. But for some reason, this video had only been sent to the police.
そうだな。じゃあ、なぜ警察に限定して送ったんだと思う？
Bro, I'm not. They only wanted the police to know?
ああ、そうだ。
I patted myself in relief after getting it right. Bro, if we got it wrong, bro, Sasuke would have punched us. I feel like that's a level of hatred he has now for us.
ま、あっちの意図に挑発が含まれてるのは間違いねえけどな。動画の配信を警察内部に限定したのは、警察がすぐには一般公開しないと踏んでたからだ。さらに警察内部でも情報漏洩を恐れて一部の人間にしか知らせねえってな。
つまり犯人は動画を見ることができる人間を一部に絞りたかったってことだ。
But all the others were shown across the nation. Why would they limit it this time?
そこをお前が考えて答えるんじゃねえの？
Yeah, totally. They limited it at least because They sent it to the police by accident. They wanted to throw off the investigation. I guess this one? They wanted to derail the investigation, right?
そういうことですよね、柳先輩。
これまでは全国に動画を公開していたが、多くの人間の目に触れる分、寄せられる情報も多かった。映っている人、場所、物、どんな些細な情報でも引っかかれば集まる。
ま、無駄な情報が多すぎても混乱するが、捜査側は情報が多いに越したことはない。
There's a specific reason why Adonis limited the release of the video, when they usually wanted the general public to watch. Basically, they were afraid that the police would catch on too quickly?
そう。まあ、ここまで言えば、さすがに新人のお前でもわかるか。
Thank you. But they still made it a statement knowing it could be a liability.
で、狙ったかのようなタイミングで、ギリギリ犯人が逃げた直後に、警察が現場に駆け込んだ。
そして、X 邸事件は単独犯じゃない。アドニスという組織ぐるみで行われている計画的な犯罪だ。星野、ここまでの情報で犯人側アドニスの意図をどう推察する？
They deliberately sent the video to the police. They had chosen a window that ran the risk of culprit being apprehended. The first thing I could conclude was the crime was poorly planned. They're worried about the police investigation. I mean, I guess it's both, right? Because if you're worried about the police investigation, that means the crime was poorly planned. Was the crime poorly planned?
そういうことになる。
The previous X-Day crimes were elaborately designed murders. No unnecessary evidence was left at the scenes. Suspects with apparent motive had unnaturally clean alibis. The crime scenes had nondescript video evidence, but this time this was all different. Whether or not they had done it for the thrill, they'd been far too lackadaisical in their crime. On what route I'm doing? I'm not too sure. I wanted to go through like the first, you know how like every Ultimate game has like a recommended route. I think Mineo, the red hair dude, I think he's recommended to be first, right? Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna try to go for Mineo, the recommended route to do number 1 first. If they were slower, they might have been caught, but they still made a video, which means
まあ、何が考えられる？
they had prepared for that outcome. Even if they were caught, it wouldn't hurt Adonis. Rather, it might play into their hands. Is that right?
ここまでたどり着くのにどんだけ時間かけんだよ。
What? What do you mean I took too long to think about this?
ま、最初だしな。捜査経験ねえのにすぐ分かっちまったら逆にビビるし。
Yeah, give me a break.
ここに来てあえて計画性の浅い犯行を起こした理由はまだ推測の域だが、駒を切り捨てにかかった可能性は高いな。
ま、今日の事件の容疑者はもうほぼ絞られてるはずだ。
まあ、おそらく近日中に捕まるな。
Conversation had moved past me again, and I thought it heard me.
これだけヒントを与えても目的達成は揺るがないって自信があんだろう。だよな、首輪の向こうで聞いてるサイコ野郎。
Wait, the common route vanished when I was talking with the girl? Oh! I'm already in somebody's route? Oh! Okay. So I'm doing Okazaki. I mean, I guess I like him. But is he the recommended first one? Oh, let me see. Let me Google this. I don't want to, because I know like a lot of Ultimate games have like an overarching story that you can follow. Like I remember when I played Code Realize, there was like a certain order that you had to follow. He is the second. Oops, I messed it up. All right, we're gonna have to go back then. Route order. Yeah. All right. So how do I get Medio? Alright, I'm gonna save. Oh, that's why his picture's in the... Okay, that's why he has a picture on. Okay, oh damn. I'm dumb. Alright, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. I messed it up. I did Okazaki first, my first time playing, so I don't think it's too bad playing this first. Really? Hold on, I'm reading the recommendation now. K is number 3. You're not supposed to do K. He's like the 3rd one for recommended route. And to avoid like major spoilers, you should do Minio, Takoru, K, then Kakoi Shirashi, and then Aiji Yangi. Damn, I missed 2 people. I also didn't love the game. Oh, okay. Well, the thing is, spoilers. I don't want to spoil myself too much. Okay, so I'm gonna search up how to get manager. The list I did showed him 2nd. Really? Okay. I guess it's different for everybody. Malice route. I'm gonna look up a walkthrough to get Minio. Okay. Alright, so we're back at the main route. Which one's non-stop? Skip.
ねえ、そこの3人
I can't skip.
なんでも何も1通目の手紙そだっけ
Why can I not skip? I already did
そして
this. Hello, game. Alright, I'm just gonna have to do this manually.
なんそれにその首輪と同じような猫の
X 大事件
持ちか
これがそ実行しでそのいや無理知ら
さすが
何どれ柳
There's no skip button, unfortunately.
犯人の
Alright, I turned it on, but it wouldn't go. The read skip is different from the button you were trying to press. Oh. Oh! Oh, okay, it was this button. There's multiple buttons. Thank you for letting me know. Just going through the common road. The common road is so short then. Like for other games, for me, it was very like long. Yeah, I'm definitely playing. I'm streaming a whole route. Do not care. I'm going to stream the whole route. Is the game short? Would you guys consider this game to be short? Because for common routes, I'm used to having like 5 chapters that I have to go through, and I have to get to know the boys before finally choosing what I want. Damn, so I trusted the police way too much then. Oh yeah, this dude, oh my god. Alright, you don't care if I die. I'll go with the same choice there. Or brother, please. That makes sense on why he was so involved. He's cool though, I do like him. But I don't want to do his route first. I feel he'll get like major spoilers. Thank you, a siren song for following. Day 6. I wonder if the crime's all different. Depending on what crime. Okay, there's so many CGs of him, bro. Oh no, wait, I was playing his route. That's why I got so many CGs. It's probably the one that you got from the Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Mikey. I love the beauty work on his face. Hi, Snake, for the follow. I'm getting texts. Beeps. Oh yeah, beautiful. Damn, this might take a hot minute. I want to trust you. Yeah. So I picked this one because I thought it was gonna take me to this route. I guess it did. I feel like I messed up somewhere. You can speed up the skip. In other Ultimate games, there was like an option where you could like force skip to the next choice. Is there an option like that? Game settings. Skip mode, force. Oh yeah, force.
警察のデータベース
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I guess there's no real settings. Skip autoplay settings. Okay, we're just gonna fast. We'll make everything fast. That should be faster now. Oh yeah, it's fast. Whoa. Lightning speed. I guess I only get a force skip when I complete a route. Isn't that how it works? Oh. What are you trying to protect? It's for SP hard. Okay. So I guess because we asked this question in the route, this was the one that took me to his route. Say that one. I decided to break the ice with a fairly innocuous question. Is working for the SP hard?
そうだね。身を挺して警護対象者を守らなくちゃいけないから、体力的にも精神的にも結構大変みたい。
Yeah, but I don't have that job. Apparently.
俺はあんまり苦に思わないんだ。守れる環境があるだけで嬉しいから。
He's a stoic when it comes to a job. He did fall asleep on me last time. I'm sorry you have to walk me home. Your work is so tiring. I'll be fine on my own.
これくらいなんともないよ。猫さんと話すのは楽しいし。
Okay, dude. Couldn't help but chuckle at the wide grin that he flashed me. No, this is no time to be laughing. Yanagi and the others were wary of him, and I knew I shouldn't get into a fault. I got caught up in his rhythm. Thought about an SP agent would feel more cold and unapproachable, but you don't seem that way to me, Okazaki.
それって、俺は君にとって親しみやすいってこと？
I seem friendly to you? That you know that applies that he isn't friendly, bro. Huh? Well, I suppose you can say that.
猫さんに嫌われてないのは嬉しいな。
You're welcome. He seemed genuinely happy about that. Felt my cheeks go flush. Even though I was wary, I was getting swept up in the silliness. So silly. I can't allow myself to get careless. I must stay cautious. We must stay focused. But once I started thinking that, I couldn't think of anything else things to discuss. So we ended up not talking about anything else, and we reached my home. Alrighty. And then we say hi to brother. I guess I have to look at all the incidents again, but I don't want to. Can I like just skip? I cannot. That Loki sucks. Read all this. Please. And it's very interesting. It starts with the police and it's gonna end with the police, I guess, because we're the next victim, I suppose. Or I'm going to be. Still, the Augusta case is the craziest to me, because like, what the hell? Oh, oops, I read that by accident. Okay. Middle school one also is really sad. They killed a whole class of middle school. I recommend change the foreskip to for the reshoot just in case. Okay, I will after this. After I get to the final choice, which is going to forensics, I think, and then we're good. We're safe. I'll put it on read. Okay. Next. Okay, what if I... Oh, it doesn't let me. I can't select the other areas. I have to go to forensics. Okay. Yo. Okay. Save there. Oh, non-dictionary options. Game setting. Skip mode. Read text. No, it's gonna read text. We're good. We're good. I want to research X Day's beginnings. I want to. Okay. I wanted to show that I understood the path. I would take. I need water. Yo, chestnuts are so dry. I need a. Okay. Oh, I made up my mind. I'm ready. I plan to start by researching the April case where it's all started, and then move on to the main case.
原点からね。
Yeah.
直近の事件だってあるのに、なんでそこにこだわるわけ？
Well.
それより X デー事件を調べてください。真実を知れば、きっとあなたたちは今の正義を貫けなくなる。それでも我々の志に反するのが正しいと思えるかどうか。
Sounds like a little bee. Justice, Edna's has used the word repeatedly. They seemed like they planned to continue the murders, but I thought there was more to it. At least that was my gut feeling. The police are working hard on the cases, but we still have information gaps on the X-Day crimes. These X-Day crimes are just that dense. There's so much going on in every case. I thought it would be best to start from the beginning.
その分だと決意だけは固いみたいだね。
Yay, thank you.
にしても捜査に不慣れな特防がしゃしゃり出てくるとか、あたしらが信用されてないみたいだけど。
But that's not true at all. It's true that I'm inexperienced. I want your advice because you've been at so many crime scenes.
そんな必死になんなくてもいいよ。ごめん。
Will you help me then?
ま、いいよ。笹塚に頼まれた時は正直面倒だなって思ったけど、あんた誰かが手を貸してやらないと何も調べようがないじゃん。
Okay. Yeah, I know.
初見で気に食わないやつだったら考えてたけど、事件を追う熱意はあるみたいだし。
She's so like kind here and not as serious than the other.
なんでもってわけにはいかないけど、融通が利く範囲でなら協力してあげる。
Oi, thank you. Thank you so much. She looks scary in her photo, but I'm glad that she turned out to be a kind person. Just as I patted my chest relief.
協力してあげたらその都度誠意は現物でもらうけどね。
Quid pro quo? What?
食べ放題の焼肉とかすき焼きとか、あ、ステーキでもいいよ。
This is real. Okay. It would be a necessary expense. Apparently, Sasuke piled her with it too. I'll have to budget for this. Well, I thought about my unfortunate reality. Ah! My phone buzzed in my pocket. I nodded to Sakuragawa and proceeded to take the call. Yes, this is Hoshino.
星野、事件だ。被害者が出た。住宅街での犯行、特防にも応援を。
Alright, is it the same crime scene then? Should I move out after hurry? My phone. Okay, there we go. He looks so... he looks like a little gremlin. Okay. Okay. Help! Video believes to be linked to X crimes. Please, address, was panic. Killed. That was quick.
おい、何があったんだ。まさか X デー事件じゃないだろうな。
This is very different, actually. So we were involved. They didn't call us. I mean, no, they did call us, but like we were on. We're very sorry. We cannot discuss details at this moment.
ちょっといい加減にしてよ。何も知らないって言ってるでしょ。
I'm sorry, ma'am.
失礼しました。これも職務なもので、ご協力感謝いたします。
While Mochida and I were collecting statements and patrolling the perimeter, there was an unending stream of curious onlookers. Okay, so every time, okay, this is different. Because we were able to see the other police officers, so I guess we're gonna get different side characters this time. We can't assume it's not a copycat crime. But a coin was found at the scene. If it matches the coin that Anados has left at every other crime scene, then this will become an official X case. Anados has made one attack per month, and I thought my calling was this month's incident. But that theory would crumble if this homicide turned out to be an X killing.
すいません。ここ通してほしいんですけど、家がすぐそこなんで。
Yes, I'll escort you, ma'am. While I guided the woman, my mind drifted to my thoughts about the caller. Enigi's team saved me within the time designated by my attacker, but the victim this time, when I thought about it, I was filled with soul-crushing regret. That could have been us. High key. I had walked the area hoping to find some clues, but I haven't learned anything useful. I was learning that the enthusiasm alone didn't solve complex problems.
星野、そんな風に落ち込んでも捜査は進展しないぞ。前を見ろ。
Easier said than done, bro. Yeah, sorry.
これまでの捜査もなかなか事件の核心に迫る証言は得られなかったからな。こういうのは根気強さが大切なんだ。そうすれば、そのうち巧妙が見えてくる。
I suppose you're right. When we get back to the office, I compile a report of the statesman.
しかし、今回は随分惜しかったらしいな。さっき小耳に挟んだんだが、予告動画が送られてきてから、異例の速さで現場を特定できたらしい。
Unusually quick. So then the person who figured out the place has to be working with them. That's what I think.
まあ実際は間に合わなかったわけだが、あと10分20分早ければ食い止められた可能性が高かったそうだ。
Oh no.
わざわざ動画を一般公開せず警察に送りつけてきたことといい、なんだか犯人がほくそ笑んでいるようでどうにも歯がゆいな。
It makes us feel pretty helpless. It's hard to struggle with your fear on the brink of death, not knowing if you'll be saved. I'd experienced that fear firsthand, and I didn't want anyone else to feel it. If I had time to be depressed, then there's someone that I can help somehow. I scolded myself and thought ahead. Oh yeah, it's getting like, okay, good night, sweet rainbow, thank you for coming. Yeah, this is really different. We didn't go to meet up. The gang. By the time I finished processing the interviews and making my report, it had gotten to be pretty late in the evening. Jessica seems upset. Last night he sent a terrorist text telling me to go to the office, and I said I'd go once I was done. He might snap at me if I don't hurry, bruh. I turned in my report to Mochida and departed the police station for the detective office. While I walked, I decided I'd introduce myself to Enomoto since he was also on April and May. Actually, of everyone in the office, Enomoto was closest to my age. How old was he
俺
then?
はお前のことを疑ってっから。
Oh, forgot about that.
お前が犯人と繋がってる可能性が高いってのは間違いない事実だからな。
Oh.
柳先輩が捜査に加えるって言うなら従うけど、変に期待すんなよ。
Oh. Okay. That's great. I just couldn't forget how blunt he had been with me. He may have been told to work with me, but it doesn't seem like he's okay with it. It's Hoshino.
空いているから入ってくれ。
Then excuse me. All the members except Hiroshi were gathered here.
急に呼び出して悪いな。そこに座ってくれ。
Hey. sat down on the sofa across from Yanagi and looked at Sasuke and Enomoto. Sasuke was staring at his computer as usual, while Enomoto... As soon as we made eye contact, he very pointedly turned away. Yo? What's his problem? It was unfair. They told me to come here. I looked at Yanagi, who had been the only one to speak to me, and spoke up. Honestly, yeah, out of all the other... This dude is nice to us. Mino and Sasuke, they got things going on. They got issues. Am I here because of the incident that happened today?
まあ、白石から少し前に連絡があってな。事件現場に落ちていたコインが X テイ事件のものと一致したそうだ。
So, Adonis was responsible for this one after all.
だが、今回の事件はこれまでの X テイ事件に比べると明らかに異質だ。
Different?
他の X テイ事件と大きく違う点がある。
When he asked, I thought about the other X-Day crimes. Is that different from the rest? Nothing stood out, so I hung my head slightly. Sorry, I don't know. No, we don't. We can't even think, bro. We're just dumb in this route. Oh, brother.
こりゃついに榎本峰夫様の出番みてえだな。
Brother, please. Huh? When I looked at Enomoto, we were suddenly laughing for some reason. He bounded to his feet and directly flourished a folded fan that he'd been holding. Oh boy, here we go.
泣かぬなら泣かせてみせようホトトギス。ズバリその一室ってのはだな。
Okay, buddy.
現場特定までの速度。それにいつもならネットに上がるはずの動画が新宿署のみに直接送りつけられてた。
No, he's stealing his thunder.
それ今俺が言おうとしたのに。
うるせえな。そんなに泣きてえなら俺が泣かせてやるよ。
See how he escalates the situation from 0 to 100 unnecessarily? Like, Enomoto did nothing nothing. He did nothing to deserve hearing that.
なんだとやんのかワカメ。
Enomoto gritted his teeth, but Sasuke didn't seem the least bit interested. Watching them, Yanagi sighed.
話が脱線したが、今までの X テイ事件は用意周到に計画した上で行われてきた犯罪だ。
Okay. That's true. It's like they were toying with the police.
けど、今回の事件はどこか突発的なんだよ。アドニスにとっても想定外なんじゃねえか。
なるほど。
ミネオ、お前もそこのバカ猫と同レベルか。
いやそれは。
Damn.
星野、今回の犯人像、お前はどう思う？
Aji Yanaki, I appreciate you so much. You're trying to make things professional, but it's not happening. It's okay. Now that Yanagi was asking for my opinion, I couldn't let him down. I mustered my courage and gave my answer. Someone diligent, someone reckless. Someone reckless, right? Because we agreed that this was like a rushed situation. Yeah. I'll say this. This incident wasn't the one that was planned by Adonis, meaning the perpetrator acted independently. So maybe the person behind this crime is someone reckless.
の正解。まああれだけヒント出せば当然か。
Okay, so I'm assuming trust up is like affection points as well. I don't know if there's a difference between trust and affection, but I think those go hand in hand. Did Enomoto give out any hints? Yanagi and Sasuke were the ones doing all the analysis.
今までの X デー事件に比べたら計画性皆無でずさん。やることなすことお粗末すぎるんだよ。
ほうほう。つまり今回の犯人はバカってことだな。
だったら真っ先にお前が逮捕されんだろ。
What was that sound effect?
なぜ？
ともかくこれらの相違点が何かしらの起点になればいいんだがな。
There has to be some reason why this crime is different.
なんかこう使える情報が天からポポンと降ってくりゃいいのにな。
Intel. Oh, I took witness statements if you think that might help.
なぜそんな大事なことを黙っていた。その内容試しに述べてみよ。
誰なんだよてめえは。バカ猫、こいつは無視していい。とりあえず話してみろ。
Feel free to ignore him, but tell me anyways. Ignore him, but tell me. Seriously? Okay, understood. I took out the notes I had jotted down while interviewing people and presented the information that I collected. The victim formerly worked at the studio that developed the online game from the August murder. He recently moved to the residence and kept a nocturnal lifestyle. Nobody ever really saw him during the day. People that did see him reported that he acted suspiciously and seemed skittish.
で、他には
？That's all?
悪い。一個だけ言っていいか。情報少なすぎね。
Bro, I don't know what you want from me. This dude just died today. I don't know. What did you expect? He stayed cooped up at home all the time and rarely came outside.
いや、そうかもしんないけど、もっとこう決定的なやつを期待したっつうか。
Brother, I'm not gonna do all the work for you. That's what you're trying to say. Well, I'm sorry for disappointing you.
まあ、バカ猫にしちゃ上出来だろう。
Good enough for me? I heard what he said Bako Neko again, bro. He called us an idiot cat. He didn't localize it though.
マジ？
マジだ、バカ頭。被害者は8月の X デー事件のネットゲームの開発者。つまり、8月の事件でアリバイがあった容疑者をもう一度洗えば、何か出てくる可能性があるってことだろ。
Okay.
おー、そういうことか。つうことはお手柄じゃん。星野、意外とやるなお前。
Okay. How can he be so blatantly flip-flop whenever it becomes convenient for him? Now he was being complimentary as if he'd forgotten that he was just criticizing me. It was so pathetic, I actually felt somewhat sorry for him. No!
請求さを求めているのか。事件の起こし方が大胆というより露骨になってきたように思える。この変化をどう捉えるべきか。まだ明確な答えは出せそうにないがな。ローマ数字9から始まった X デーのカウントダウンも今月でついに1だ。もう残された時間は少ない。
Next month will be 0.
X デーは1月。
そこのバカ2人、何今更分かりきったことを神妙に言ってんだ。引き算できますアピールなんていらねえよ。
That bit of criticism stung, but I had no comeback for it. I thought Inamoto would be furious at Suzuka for that comment, but he's being awfully quiet. Just as I thought, it's surprising that Inamoto would seem contemplative.
もしかして。
Did you just realize something?
ああ、ズバリ分かっちまったよ。今回の事件が他と比べて異質な理由。それは X デーを目前にして犯人たちが浮き足立ってるって証拠だ。そう例えるなら織田陣営を前にした東海一の弓取り今川義元が如く。
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's like a nerd. An army nerd.
俺様の名推理にみんな言葉もないみたいだな。
Sure did.
どうしたあまりにも素晴らしい例えで驚いたか？
No, turntail means run away. I think the phrase you are looking for might have been turn it up. No, he's so embarrassed. Inamoto's face turned beet red and he hung his head in extreme shame. What now? Should I have not said anything? I've said that? I sheepishly looked over to Yanagani.
ひとまず
Anyway, ignored it.
榎本の言う通り、犯人が目標達成を目の前にして油断しているというのはありえない話じゃない。
Okay, this is color X Malice. Adonis carries out its attacks as an organization after all.
おそらくは絶対的なカリスマが率いる組織、意思決定や犯罪計画もその中心人物がいてこそだ。だが
Smile's kind of creepy.
向こうも一枚岩ってわけじゃねえ。トップのやつ、そいつがどんだけすごかろうが所詮は人間だからな。神じゃねえ以上全てをコントロールしようとすんのは無理。
何を企んでるかわからない以上厄介な相手には違いないよな。
Oh, Inamoto's alive again. Seems like he was quick to recover.
何にしても8月の事件に関わってんなら俺の担当分だ。柳さん、それでいいよな。
ああ、頼む。
Okay. I was nervous about being added to the investigation, but I wonder if I just helped. December 7th incident has been added to materials. There was a clear gap in experience between me and them, so I couldn't deny that I wasn't as quick as Yanagi and the others. But the fear of the poison in the collar drove me to pursue the cases harder. I felt like this was very like me.
ところで星野、お前はどの事件を追うつもりなんだ？
Now that the discussion was over, Sasuke paid me no attention and Inamoto had begun yawning sleepily. Okay. Timidly spoke up. I think I want to work on the cases from April and May. Hi. Yeah, that's you. What's your reaction?
ちょいまし、それひょっとしなくても俺が担当してる事件じゃねえか。
Okay, share? You can take April and I can take May? Duh. Yes.
なんでよりによって他の事件でもいいだろ。
No, this is what I want. No, I can't. Firmly shut down his suggestion that I find something else to do. The criminal behind the collar was obsessed with justice. They also mentioned the truth of X Day in the second letter. It's as if it's as if they feel there's a legitimate reason for committing the X Day murders. It felt to me like they were saying that their idea of justice was correct, while what the police call justice is wrong. If there's something greater meaning behind the X Day crimes, I should start by examining the motives and the goals behind the first incident. So I want to investigate April and May, where all of this began. When I asserted myself, Enomoto avoided looking at my eyes. His expression seemed pained, which made me curious, but...
Enomoto, 彼女が彼女なりの考えでこの事件を選んだのは分かっただろう。共に捜査するパートナーとしてどうだ？
Yeah, partner.
どうとかいきなり言われても、この事件は俺が一人で追うべきだし。
That's very odd of you to suggest. Maybe I'm a bother to him. Enomoto used to be in the field ops, so from his perspective, maybe I'd be a burden. He seemed so disappointed when I talked about my witness statements. But I couldn't back down here. I stood up from the sofa and walked over to Enomoto.
なんだよ、文句あるってのか。
Enomoto tensed up. I bowed before him. Please allow me to work with you. I'll do my best to not get in your way. I hate being useless.
おい、なんでそんな、やめろって。
Please!
わかったから頭上げろよ。
Okay. You'll let me work with you? I looked up wondering if my passion had moved him.
バカじゃねえの。これくらいのことでそんな喜ぶなんてよ。
Little soon. He quickly scurried away from me and turned away. I knew it. He still doesn't trust me. But I can't look weak. The bottom line is that he accepted me regardless.
笹塚、星野は4月と5月の担当ということで構わないな。
別に俺には関係ねえし。
Okay.
話がこれで終わりなら俺ちょっと出てくる。
For saying that, Sasuke quickly left the building.
俺も上で一服してくる。
こいつと2人だけにするつもりっすか？さすがにそれは勘弁してくださいよ。
Bro, he's acting like we're kryptonite. What? I was rather opposed to the notion as well.
お前たちは今日からパートナーになるんだ。 お互いを知るためにも少し話をしてみろ。
いや、俺には話すことなんか。
Yes, trust issues, yeah. With that remark, Yanagi took a cigarette out of his coat and went outside. So, we were alone in the room. Inamoto's ostentatious, fan-waving mannerisms from earlier in the evening were long gone, and were now replaced by stammering.
なんなんだこの状況。お見合いじゃあるまいし、あとは若い二人で状態にされてもな。
Arranged marriage. Hello? Inamoto moved away from me while grousing to himself. Yanagi must have done this out of concern to help us talk out our differences. I didn't want to let this concern go to waste, but it felt like there was a gap between us.
俺にどうしろってんだよ。
Bro, I'm right here. I can hear everything that you're saying. If we're going to be partners, I'd like to know more about Inamoto. But he thinks I'm connected to the criminals, so I'm sure he'll be stubborn about it. It might be better to wait and see what his attitude towards me is. Inamoto kept glancing at me as if he wanted to say something but couldn't. If you have something to say, just go ahead and say it. Frankly, the silence was killing me. I just wanted him to say anything, even small talk. Meanwhile, Inamoto decided it'd be a good time to go and hide behind a partition that was situated deeper in the room. Now what? Should I follow him?
あのさ。
Okay. Huh?
喉乾いたから茶入れようかなって。お前も飲む？
Oh, yes, please. Oh, if we're having tea, I can...
いいって。俺好みの茶の濃さってのがあるんだ。
Okay, I see. How strong do you like it exactly?
ほどほどだ。
Somewhat pretty strong. This is not helping. That's not really an answer. I still felt uneasy, but I was relieved that we managed to say something at least.
おや、入れてきたぞ。心して飲め。
Alright. I picked up the cup while Inamoto just watched me. It's hot. It was steaming. I'd burn myself if I didn't cool it down. Boop boop. Phew phew.
お前
Oh, sorry. I thought it'd be better to cool it off a bit. Apologize. Maybe he thought the tea was best enjoyed piping hot.
別にちょっと可愛いななんて思ってねえんだからな。
This dude's hopeless. He's so hopeless.
そんなことで俺を懐柔させようったってそうはいかねえっつうの。残念でした。
Okay. Inamoto, are you okay? Inamoto nodded, tears filling his eyes. He gulped down the scalding hot tea.
平気やし、俺ほどにもなるとこんなのへれもんね。
Oh my god, no way! He's a fumbler! He's a major fumbler! He's a loser boy! That's hilarious. Anyways, you don't look fine. Why don't we add some ice? I know you went through the trouble to make it fresh, but this tea is a little hot for me. I like to cool it down.
冷凍庫にある。
Okay. Oh, okay. Pardon me then. I hurriedly went over to the refrigerator, took out an icy tray, and then brought it over to Inamoto. Inamoto was facing away from me, so I tapped him on the shoulder. When he turned around, I tossed an ice cube into his open mouth. Well, I thought this would be the fastest way to cool down your mouth. Does ice actually help with burned tongue? I don't think so. Once my tongue is burnt, it stays burnt. To think hot tea would disable him so badly, he must really dislike hot food and drink. Oh, by the way, I've heard that placing sugar on your tongue helps relieve the pain. Oh. Also, I saw on TV that honey works as well. Yeah, see, I thought honey worked. Honey is supposed to be good for mouth ulcers and cuts. He's so unserious, bro.
それならどっちも台所にあるし。
Okay. Should I bring them over for you?
違う。だから俺はやけどなんてしてねえ。
Okay. He was obviously lying, but it looked like I had no choice but to play along. Fine, but I reached over and dropped an ice cube into his cup of tea. Why don't we both just enjoy our tea a little cooler tonight? Enomoto looked at the melting ice cube. Oh. Okay, excuse me. At the melting ice cube and then at me. Then he nodded. Sitting next to him, I let my tea cool down and took a sip. Thank you. It's delicious. You must have spent some time brewing it.
なんだよ、余計な気使いやがって。俺はあのままでも大丈夫だったってのに。
Maybe this ice cube in his mouth had melted because Enomoto was grumbling to himself again and drinking his tea. Okay. For a while, we sat there side by side drinking our tea. We didn't talk, but it felt less awkward than it had at first. Once I finished my tea... Thank you for the tea! We managed to finally break the ice. Maybe now we can talk about work.
とりあえずなんだけどさ。
Yeah?
俺はまだお前のこと信用できない。
Okay, huh? I was just getting excited to talk about the case, and now that that has been wiped away.
あ、でもその根は悪いやつじゃないとは思う。さっきも氷持ってきてくれたし。
That was enough for him to think that we're a good person. Okay. We've only just met, and we met really under really weird circumstances, so I know you won't be able to trust me right away, but it's my life on the line. I seriously want to solve the X-Day cases. Your help would be indispensable to help me achieve my goal.
本当にそうか。
え？
事件解決のために俺の力が絶対に必要だって本気で思うのか？
What do you mean?
お前だって分かってるだろ。俺はここのメンバーの中じゃ飛び抜けて頭使うのに向いてね。柳先輩みたいな冷静な判断力も、タケルみたいな勘の良さや知識も、白石さんみたいな分析力もねえんだ。そんな俺と一緒に捜査して X デイ事件を解決できるって。
Enomoto stared at me, so I examined my own feelings on the matter, and I said the first thing that came to mind. In that case, I'm the same. I don't have experience like the rest of you. As Suzuka says, I'm not all that smart. But I don't think brains are the only way that these cases can be solved.
じゃあ、何が必要なんだ?
It might sound like idealistic nonsense to you, but I think the will to solve this no matter what might be the most important quality of all. I've decided to take the April and May incidents. I just thought that it would be the most natural for us to work together since you're on them. Besides, you're a former field op officer. You must have talent to get there at your age. And if it wasn't talent, then effort. Even I know that much. I argued earnestly while Enomoto quietly watched. Maybe I had gone too far, but I couldn't stay silent. If I was going to work with Enomoto, then I wanted to learn more about him. But it felt like he didn't want to acknowledge his own value.
なるほどな。わかった。
Do you understand now?
お前がだいぶちょとつ盲信だってことはなんとなくわかった。
What? How was that the thing that he took from the speech I gave?
とにかくだな。俺は事件の実行犯だって言われてるアドニスのやり方が気に食わね
I feel the same way.
え。だから、アドニスと少しでも関係があるなら、お前じゃなくても無理だって思うし、疑う。
But I'm not...
本当に全くの無関係なら、お前は狙われねえはずだろ。たとえお前が意図してなくてもな、あっちが狙う理由は必ずあるんだ。たまたま目についたから狙った。じゃ説明できない状況だろ。
That's true. I couldn't dispute Enomoto's pointed remark. I didn't know why I had been targeted, but Adonis wouldn't have just picked me for no reason. It was difficult to understand.
それに、お前だって俺たちを信用してるわけじゃねえんだろ。 昨日そう言ってたもんな。それなのに捜査のパートナーとかさ、本気で成り立つと思ってんのか。
He deeply distressed me. As I watched him quietly vocalize that thought, I felt it way more than ever. I could understand his doubts, but it was still frustrating. It's not as if I came here without knowing what I wanted. I can't say that'll work. It will work. I don't know. I don't know. It would be funny. What if I left this choice for future me? Okay, well, let's not. I don't want that. How do I go up? No. No. Like this? Okay, there we go. Please trust me. Can't say that word. Alright, I want to say it will work, but maybe it won't make him, like, feel better about the situation, so maybe I'll say this. It's true that in this situation one might not expect things to go
だろ
smoothly.
事件解決に向けてのメリットがない以上、組むことなんてできねえよ。
But if that's what you decided, then it's already over.
どういう意味だよ。
Now that I've decided to pursue the April and May incidents, I want to cooperate with you. Whether or not you distrust me, I'm still going to investigate those cases, so I'd like to work together as much as we can. If you suspect me of being connected to Adonis that much, then I don't mind if you use me.
お前何言って。
If you decide to use me, then you'll benefit from working with me. You can pretend to work with me so that I lead you to have a direct contact with Adonis. That, or observe me while pretending to work with me, while you gain clues about the criminals.
言葉だけなら何とでも言えるだろう。今言ったことだって、俺に取り入るための。
But it's working. I won't lie to you. We're going to be partners, so I don't need to lie, do I? I don't mind if you take advantage of me, not if it helps us to protect the citizenry of Shinjuku. Thank you, Lift Snowflake, for the follow. That's my idea of justice. Inamoto had been glaring at me, but now he just sighed.
そっか。それがお前の正義なんだな。
Inamoto murmured in a way that seemed depressed. Why is that his response to what I said? I wanted to ask, but it didn't really feel like an appropriate time to do so. I had spoken my piece. Inamoto looked at me and seemed about to say, ah, dang it. Okay. Something when the door suddenly opened and Yanagi returned. What was he gonna say?
少しは話ができたか
No! You weren't finished talking. Go back outside. What was he gonna say? So that's your form of justice. What's his form of justice? I want to know then. Okay. Yes. I nodded and looked back towards Inamoto. Inamoto, can we continue this? Huh? I'd only taken my eyes off him for a moment, but Inamoto was gone. Where did he go? Hi, how are you? Anoji, I love calling X Malice. Good game. It also has a movie, and I found you on YouTube because it was one of the content. I love your video channel. Oh, thank you. There's so like that means so much to me. I hope you enjoy your stay here. I'm gonna wrap up the stream pretty soon, but we're gonna see. I'm trying to find like a good spot to finish. We will never know. Yeah.
榎本ならもう出て行ったぞ。あれでも元機動捜査隊だからな。
Oh.
無駄に素早い身のこなしだった。
You know, it's weird that he says, like, I'm not smart like the other guys, so I'm, like, kind of useless. But he's strong. He seems to be quick and strong. Like, that's very useful, especially if you're in field ops. So, yeah, I'm wondering why he doesn't think he's talented. Just, he has his own strengths, you know? I see. He looked like he wanted to say something, but instead he vanished on me.
多少調子に乗りやすいところがあるが、これからよろしく頼む。
Okay. We'll make the best of it. I felt a touch of anxiety, wondering if this would actually be okay. I decided to wait a while for him to return. Where did he go? It didn't seem like he would be coming back, so I decided to text him and go home for the day. Did you want to tell me something? I'm going home today, so please make sure to text me next time, Inamoto. There. Sent. He's gonna leave us on red, bro. Maybe I should take a shortcut home. I don't know about that one, Can we take the safe and lit way home? I passed through the narrow alleyway to take a shortcut to my home. There aren't many streetlights along this path, so I usually avoided it. Why are we not avoiding it today, girl? What happened? Take the shortcut, take the normal route. Okay. Smart me is going to take the long route. But drama me wants to take the shortcut, so I'm taking the shortcut. I should try another path sometimes. Thinking that I take the dimly lit path. After walking for a while... What? I heard the scream of a young woman. It should be nearby. I stopped where I was to listen closely. He slapped her! I realized the woman was being attacked, so I drew my weapon without hesitation and quickly moved to the source of the voices. I don't know if these two people are connected, but it might be too late if I don't act. There's a chance it was just a lover's quarrel, but I cannot afford to take chances. What kind of lover's quarrel has a guy slapping the woman and it being like just a quarrel, bro? That's domestic abuse, violence. Get it! I saw two silhouettes and ran forward, thinking that this was just an emergency. But just at the moment... Huh? Oh my god. I know that voice! I heard a third person and froze in my tracks. Another one? Or... Huh? Right after the woman spoke... Yo, what is up with everybody? Does he... Whoa! Look at how many bullets he has on his belt! What? He got... Yo. He says headshot! Oh! I was watching the events unfold, and I could do nothing but remain frozen exactly where I was standing. He killed him? Yeah, Floyd killed him. Yeah, I knew that was Okamoto? That's the voice actor's name, right? But yeah, that's Floyd's voice actor, you guys. Oh, that's so funny. The man in flashy clothes that appeared out of nowhere watched the woman run off and shrugged. Yeah, no, you don't get any thanks, bro. He ignored the person he killed and started gleefully talking to himself. The man who was shot by the lay there bleeding from his head. What should I do? What should I do? I was confused and didn't know what to do. He saved the woman, but he shot another person dead. I have to report this to the station. I tried to take out my cell phone, but my trembling hands made me drop my firearm. Girl, now he knows we're here. Now it's over. Now we're gonna get squeezed to death. Oh no! Without time to take cover or run away, I stood in front of him defenseless. Be cool. Okay, pointed his barrel at me, and I quickly looked at my own fireman on the ground. Firearm, not man. And when he realized where I was looking... BANG! No. I am... Oh. He casually walked up next to me, and I cried out in panic. I'm a police officer!
害虫一発駆除成功。警察なんて役に立たねえやつらいらねえんだよ、バーカ。
What the hell? First of all, why didn't they give us an option? I would have lied. I would have said, it's an innocent bystander. I think you're cool, Mr. Killer. What is this BS? Okay, we're gonna try this again, and then I'm gonna take the safe route. God. I'm crying. Yeah. Boy doesn't want to go to jail again. That dude has to be like the culprit for the X days. There's no way. Alright, we're gonna take the normal route, the safe route. I shouldn't. Even though I was armed, I shouldn't tempt fate. Who knows what could happen? Right, guys? Who knows? I should try to reduce risk to myself as much as possible. I doubled back to my usual route and walked back home the same way I always do. Thank you, Carlos, for the sub. I'm glad I got home before midnight. Time to jump in bath and... There was another pair of shoes neatly lined up next to Kazuki's. These are Akito's shoes. Wondering if he was staying the night, I went to Kazuki's room. The lights are off. It was late, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were asleep. I'll ask him whether or not he asked Akito's family to let him stay over that night after he wakes up. Bro, I'm gonna call it. Akito? He's the guy who killed all the middle schoolers. They're in middle school, right? Or are they in high school? I forgot. They had decided I went to take a bath to rid myself of the day's fatigue. But that's my prediction, bro. Who's your favorite so far from Love Interest? It definitely has to be Minio and Okazaki. They're nice and funny. April, May. Okay. Yes, understood. Is this a movie? We're watching a movie? I didn't see the text up in the corner. Did it say like a side story or something? X-Day incident reports. Report on the X-Day incidents. Okay. I think this is a perfect time to save. We're gonna continue. This next week. I'll try my best to pick a good day. I want to do Sundays, but usually Sundays I reserve those days to be like my editing days, and that's where I like edit all my like long videos. So yeah, maybe not Sunday next week. We'll have to see. Oh wait, no, isn't Sunday next week Malice's birthday anyways? It is, yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, it can't be Sunday. It'll be a different day. Thank you for streamers. No problem. I had lots of fun. That was cool. I'm glad that we were able to get like a bad end. Not like glad like she died, but like glad because it's entertaining. I like bad ends because they're entertaining, not because like the MC dies. Okay, I'm not a sadist in that way. But yeah. I'm gonna post out the schedule later. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Color X Malice, and you'll join me next time. And I really hope Minio's route is fun and entertaining. He seems like a fun guy. He reminds me of Impy from Code Realize. So I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you for streaming. No problem. Bye guys. Have a good night, a good afternoon, or good morning. Bye.